G'day, customs switch holder installed in the GU. Mate, gotta say, Aussie made product, absolutely brilliant quality, fits in there so perfectly. I am very, very happy. Thank you very much, mate. Well, I've been slack with the updates lately, but work and whatnot. Drawers are in, fridge is in, batteries temporarily in. Twelve volt is somewhat in, at least the controller's there, battery's there. Front door trims have been re-trimmed, something different. The old spotties are on off the nav. Everything is going well, registered on the road. Clocked about 100k, 120k so far, and it's run absolutely sweet. So things are looking good for a day out next weekend. Well, doors off. Yay! Thought I'd just took a little tidy up while I was at it. So here we have the factory patrol hinges, which we all know are absolute crap. Well, I bought a set off eBay that were even worse. These are all worn out. Unknowingly to me, looking around in my parts bin, after wrecking a couple of Navaras, I found out the front door hinges for a D40 Navara and a GU Patrol are exactly the same thing. So for all you that need cheap hinges, go and hunt how to wreck D40 and get the hinges off. Well, random fact, D40 Navara hinges fit GU Patrol, but top is bottom, bottom is top. When you're putting Navara ones on patrols, but in all honesty, it fits perfect. Exactly the same, they're just, yeah, upside down basically. And well, plenty of wrecked Navaras around the place. I happen to have two, so I had spare hinges, and I don't have to buy pins or patrol hinges now. Well, I don't do unboxing videos very often, so for once I decided I'm still not going to, only because this little parcel that's been express posted to me is not being revealed until after the weekend of Hardcore's weekend of wheeling. But anyway, subscribe to YouTube to see the update that will be coming on that weekend. Thank you. Well, good afternoon everybody. Welcome back to Timmy's Adventures. Today's episode, we are doing a full drive systems front auto locker on a GU. So to start with, we have to pull everything down, and we're going to also do wheel bearings, swivel hubs, and diff while we're at it, because the diff sensor has to come out. So, next start getting all the bits and pieces off. The hubs are already off, as you can see. Slowly but surely, pull it all apart. Brakes off, axles out. So yeah, I'll get into it. Shopped on Temu, found brake caliper holders. Probably a damn good idea if you do this sort of stuff on your cars regularly. Think about buying these sort of things. You can make them, or you can buy them. They were fairly cheap. Get my caliper out of the way since I'm bolted. Obviously the annoying part is the car's on an angle, so everything heavy's at the back. Alrighty, so you hold up to a dual piston caliper. Look at that, beautiful. Sits there, no hassles. Alrighty, throwing part with the GUs is little screws down here. One there, one there. Get these bearings pulled out, break disc off, and see what the bearings actually look like. I have a whole new swivel kit on its way, swivel hub kit on its way I should say. So I'll be rebuilding that while I'm at it. Better than do it now. Save me having to worry about it later on. Got a hub nut tool for a GU. If you don't have one, you can use chisel, punch, cut screwdrivers. Several different options. I prefer to use these. And they come out pretty easy. As you can probably see, everything is in need of an extremely good clean. I haven't done any front end maintenance on this car at all since getting it. If you look at the last video, the GU build, I threw an injector pump on it, and I have literally just used it. Been very, very lucky. I haven't had to do a lot of maintenance, but clearly in seeing all of this, it's been desperate need of some maintenance. That's okay. It's going to get it while it's all apart. If you have done this job before, you know that it is relatively easy if you have the right tools and you know what you're doing. That's one of the biggest things, is actually knowing what you're doing. This is not my first swivel hub, nor is it my first auto locker. For those of you that may know, if you look back on my Instagram, you'll see I had a white GU ZD30 back in South Australia. That had an auto locker in the front. That was picked up directly from 4-wheel drive systems in Adelaide. Right, can I get this stub axle off? There we go. It's off. It all looks to be in really, really good condition. Yes, there's been a bit of water in there. You get that when you go the Glasshouse Mountains like I do. But I'm pretty happy. As you can see, it's a bit yuck, but nothing that won't clean up quite well. It's a lot easier to get out than the long side. That's in the right spot. How she comes. Lovely. Yes, the inner axle seals are done. The oil's just pouring out one side. That's okay. I expected it, I planned for it. Not too worried. Alright, let's get kingpins out. We can get this swivel hub off. Little hint for new players. Take the bottom one off first. Take the top one off. And the bottom one. Everything will drop off on you. And that's not a lot of fun. So, leave a bolt on the top one. I shall knock out these bottom bolts. This top one out. Wow, that was water. That's the shim that goes with it. This thing had absolutely no steering wobbles, nothing. Again, there's the bottom one. See, all the seals have come loose at the back. This is all getting replaced with brand new ones. This, and just simply slides off like that. You have a look. It's not the prettiest once the inner axle seals go. Top of that's quite a bit rusty. Definitely been water in there. I mean, I have had, you know, water up to the front of the bonnet, so it's kind of to be expected. But I'll take preventative measures when I put it all back together again to prevent this happening again. Well, preparation begins. So far, I have my slave, aka the child, enjoying life so much down here, pulling faces, getting all the diff bolts undone for me. Well, I gotta say, I'm lucky enough to have a whole lot of range of tools. It makes this sort of job so much easier. Normally would be a grinder and cutting these off. Nope. Highly recommend getting a bearing puller kit when doing kingpin bearings to reinstall kingpin bearings. As you can probably tell, this is not my first time. Bam, done. Grease them up after. Well, so here we go. The diff is out, as you can clearly see. I forgot to record it, but you know, you get that. Now, I'm going to pick it up. Lil's going to tighten the vise up and stick it in there. Other way across the top, across the top. Alright, here we go. Let's see if we're lucky enough to get the crown wheel undone easily. If not, back in the vise. Alright. Word of advice to everyone, don't do what I do. Get a brass hammer. Alright, so next, I'll draw the pin out the middle of it. I do believe this should draw that fairly easily with a punch. Alright, I rotate this and it all starts to fall apart. Spider gears come out. That's cool, it's no longer needed. And you have the side gears, which can be a real pain in the ass if they choose to drop at an angle. What we do need though is a little washer, which never likes washers. Slightly violent way to get them off, but you know. Here we have the starting to the locker pieces. As per instructions, bit of grease on here, thrust washer, bit of grease on that as well. Last thing you want is to have it all dry when you start moving the car, or start testing the locker. Alright, so we're back. Once I read the instructions properly, I actually understood what I had to do. I'm going to grease these pins and put them in there, and then slide them back together again. When everything stays in place, it really is much easier to get it all together. Make sure that's up the right way when you get that in there, and then you can just literally a spring and a pin in each one, and then it's all assembled. Alright, well here we are. Crown wheel's back on again. And make sure you try and pull up evenly. And yes, I have checked the torque specs, and yes, I will do it at torque spec. Probably not on camera, but yeah, they will be done up. For anyone that might consider the fact that I'm not doing them right. I've done a few diffs now. And I've never had a diff failure, so gotta be doing something right. Alright, let's put it in. Dropping diff in. What we're going to try and do,
yeah,
lift it together and tilt it up in there, kiddo. It's not much of a fun job, but it's going to take some effort. You ready? Well, it's now in.
Do you want a few bolts?
Yeah, take Jack away. No, next job's yours, kiddo.
Okay.
So, a washer on each one.
Yep.
Alright. Do them up.
Yep.
You know. Do them up firm.
Yep.
So it touches everywhere.
Yep.
And go along doing them all tight.
Okay.
Okay, makes sense? Not really, no.
No, okay.
Shit of a thing to fix. Cheap end off, but here.
Like your... Why? Oh, why? Why must you be such a pain in my ass? I found it. I found it. Oh, really? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I forgot to grab the nut. Can you please, if you have a spare second? Where did it go? I had it go in here. No. I got it. Maybe. Nope.
So it would seem like a few steps ahead without recording. We have swivel hubs all back together. Some backing plates on. And today we'll rebuild the brakes, rebuild the bearings, and finish it off. Yeah, we'll do some bearings soon. Well, bearing races are all done now. Thought I'd save you the loud bashing sounds on camera. Get them done. We'll go and get some grease and some oil soon when Supertape opens. And then we'll finish off doing all of this. Now, if anyone's wondering what I'm actually installing properly, now this is not a paid sponsorship, this was bought by me, my own money. Four-wheel drive systems locker. I bought one back years ago on my white patrol. If you go to my Instagram you'll see that. And it was just ridiculously capable in sand, muddy tracks, everywhere I went. I could stop in ridiculous places and just drive off. No switches, no wiring, no air lines, no nothing to worry about. Never broke anything. So when they come up on special just before Christmas, I decided to jump on board and get another one. So that's what's going in. Comparison will be obviously what I drove at the Springs, and then what I'll drive at the Springs on the upcoming weekend. A hardcore weekend of wheeling. With a bit of luck, Beer O'Clock Hill and myself can have a lovely conversation. I've failed a couple of times at it already in the past in the nav, but I really want to try and get up it. If I can get up it with this, I'll be extremely happy. So yeah, this morning's all about reassembly and getting it back, getting it tested, and back on the road again. Here we have child doing wheel bearings. make herself useful somehow. But in all seriousness, if you're doing this job, get yourself one of these things.
Is that on properly?
Yeah. It makes life so much easier when it comes to greasing bearings. Yeah, I've done it for years by hand. No, it's not very hard to do.
It's already coming out.
Yeah, it won't take long because the centre's full of grease.
Cool.
But yeah, pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Clearly use a lot of super cheap stuff, so Tool Pro gun, Aluma end. Bearing kit come through online auto. Tabasco kit, NTN bearings. So yeah, should have this all done back together quite soon.
Oh yeah. No, yeah. And then I'm
Greasing the outside of it, putting it in there.
okay. The tool pretty much did that for me.
Well, good news is, locker works as it's supposed to. Everything is back together. The split pins are going in now. Everything's clean, everything's re-greased, everything's new. So, get out and use it very soon. See how it all goes, see what the difference it makes. Thanks again to 4-Wheel Drive Systems for their auto lockers that they exclusively produce and sell. I wouldn't go anywhere else to get one. Go directly from the supplier and manufacturer. So yeah, it's been an interesting little project. I've probably missed a few steps, but it's not designed to be a DIY. It's supposed to just be showing what I do. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.